Imagine you're me, sitting at the computer playing World of Warcraft, hating yourself for playing World of Warcraft, and scrolling through YouTube looking for the next video complaining about World of Warcraft. When suddenly, the trailer for Naraka comes up, and you think to yourself, ooh, ninja game! But then you scroll into the comments and then you realize it's a battle royale. Oh no. You know what, fine. I'll try it anyway. Battle royales can be really fun, even though it's getting a little tired. Hell, I spent the last weekend playing Warzone and COD multiplayer, but every time I see Battle Royale, I just think to myself that it could have been something better. Battle Royale is just formulaic at this point. But anyway, I played the weekend test and I kinda like the game, but I also hate the game. Mostly it boils down to whether I'm at the receiving end of a stun lock or giving. Let me add some structure to this video. I'll just talk about various features and topics of this game and what's wrong, what's right, and maybe how it can be improved. The character creator. I'm not the type of person who will spend hours creating a character with sliders. This isn't a feature for me. But I saw on the Reddit that some people managed to make some freaks of nature, so hey, if you're into that, you might have some fun. There's this weird glyph and talent system, and this is like plus number to this stat. It's like the room system in League of Legends. It's bonus power from outside the matches. Personally, I would prefer if everyone was on equal grounds. And of all the systems, I think this one has the most risk of becoming a pay-to-win system. In my opinion, this is an unnecessary system. This is just here as a progression system. I ran into a big issue with the game for me. This might be minor to some other people, but in the keybinds I couldn't bind to mouse button 4 or 5. I always use those in games, so that's a quality of life issue for me. But this might actually be the fault of my mouse and the IQ program from Corsair. I got the Corsair Dark Core RGB SE, Jesus, and it's been causing problems ever since. Cosmetics. You know, there are some nice skins in the game, nice little skins. And some of them you can buy with in-game currency, but others you exclusively get from loot boxes. And we will have to see how you get them on release to really say how you feel about them, but I hate loot boxes. I'm so tired of this gambling bullshit, but I guess it's a great way to monetize the game. Buy a loot box and you might get what you want. Pull the lever and you might get double your money back. This is a point of personal preference, but I prefer if my in-game characters actually wear armor. I don't play video games to look at a shirtless dude, so I would like some cool skins that don't make my character shirtless or pantsless. Okay, I think I can actually talk about the game now. The game is really fun when the things that are wrong with it aren't ruining your night, but I'll get to that. Bloodbath is the non-battle royale mode and it is a complete clusterfuck. It's a free-for-all mode with a bunch of people, and if 2 people decide to kill you at the same time you just get stun locked. Well, that can actually happen anyway against 1 person, especially if they manage to parry you. If you get parried, you also get disarmed, and if that happens, you're just dead. You have small opportunities to get out, but it's a small window. Here's the simple rundown of how the combat works. There's a light attack on the left mouse button and a heavy attack on the right mouse button. Press both of these together and you parry. You block light attacks by using light attacks, so pressing the left mouse button. You block heavy attacks by using heavy attacks, so pressing the right mouse. And you can only parry charge attacks, the blue ones. You also have a dash and a dodge ability, I think. There is a dodge thing on the C key, but I never figured out how it works. I think it dodges bullets. You have a double jump and a grappling hook, and you can climb buildings. Personally, I would prefer a straight up block mechanic instead of the guesswork it is right now. and this combat system seriously needs a combo break to counter the stun lock. For Honor implemented the revenge mechanic to punish people that ganged up on one player. I think this game needs something similar. The characters, heroes or champions, whatever they're called, have special abilities. Like my favorite, the assassin girl, can go invisible as her ultimate and dash as her normal ability. So like teleport from one place to another, like flashing in League of Legends. The primary mode in this game is the Battle Royale, and it's pretty standard. The only notable difference is the way you drop into the map. It uses the same system as Ring of Elysium, where you just select a square on the map and you'll spawn there. In my opinion, the circle is too slow, and what I mean by that is you have too much time to jerk around, which also means that cowards have more time to find some place to hide. So I would like the circle to start, squeezing together faster. On average, most of your time is spent running around, and then fights take 10 to 20 seconds, and then you get another minute or two of running. Because of the parkour mechanic, the game gives you a lot of places to hide, and I have used that to my advantage to heal up when I'm losing a fight. This can turn the game into a game of cat and mouse, which can be thrilling, but ultimately I think it ends up being annoying for the person that was winning the fight. When I played the team game mode, it always ended up with me being ganged up on, and then I couldn't play the game because I was stun locked and instantly died, which is really fun. I'm gonna stop mentioning the stun lock for now. It feels awful, we get it, it's the worst part of this game. The solo battle royale experience is much better than the team one. Fighting against one person is much more manageable and much more enjoyable. Plus I just went around hunting people and I liked that. But then it happens. I meet an actual real player, he disarms me and destroys me in 3 seconds. Why do I say real player? Well, because there are bots in the game. Yeah, that's right, bots. Like Ring of Elysium, it's pretty apparent that the lobbies have bots in them. But how can we be sure that there are bots in the game? Well, because an actual human would have to be pretty baked on that mad ganja bro to be this bad at the game. But do I think having bots in the game is bad? I mean, yeah, kinda. I play battle royales to be the best out of 100 other players. A win doesn't really mean much when there are only, 6 to 10 other players and the rest is bots. And the bots do not prepare you to fight a real player. They pretty much just sit there and take it. But I mean, so do the players if you manage to stun lock them. And you do that by just spamming attacks. Yeah, it's that easy. You have opportunities to avoid it, but the problem is when it starts happening, there's not a lot you can do, and you'll get huge amounts of damage done to you before you get a small opportunity to get out. So the combat can feel very spammy. The game doesn't really intuitively lend itself to a non-spammy gameplay, at least in my experience. Also, there are these golden loot circles on the map that are supposed to indicate that the loot is better in there, but that's not actually the case. I've spawned in the golden loot circles and outside of them, and never have I felt any difference at all. By the way, if the character skins didn't give it away, then the BR announcer will. This is a Chinese game, and I don't know how to explain it better than this, but Chinese games, they always have this feeling like a bootleg feeling. That's the best I can describe it, like it's always clunky and there's just this element missing. I don't know what, maybe polish? But PUBG had that feeling and I played it anyway. With all of what I've said in mind, here's my verdict on the game. When this game comes out, it will be lucky to get some flavor of the week popularity. This is a battle royale. At this point it's a pretty tired genre. And those that still like battle royales already have their game that they're attached to. But Naraka is pretty different, unique. A melee-focused battle royale, now that's pretty unique. There are only 2 of those out there right now, and both of them are pretty much dead. But this one has the grappling hook and parkour. Yeah, that is cool. But the parkour can be pretty clunky, and also the combat is spammy and feels a little clunky too. And the guns and the ranged weapons, they feel so bad to use. The only one I could tolerate was the longbow because it was the only one that seemed to work at all. And you're gonna have to pay to play this game. I don't know what the price will be, but I keep saying $30. Oof. Yeah, no, this game is gonna flop. Melee combat multiplayer, already pretty niche with that. Competing with huge companies for a slice of the Battle Royale pie. Like, I'm sorry, you cannot charge money for your game in this condition. You shouldn't be buy to play when you have mobile gaming microtransaction gambling bullshit ready to go. This game, at least from my beta experience, is not worth buying. It's too frustrating to get stun locked all the time. The novelty of the grappling hook parkour wears off after a while, also that's clunky. The guns feel terrible, and it's just another battle royale. Please stop making battle royales. Please make something new or at least something else.